Alright guys, KFARR back again once again. So I'm sorry to do this to you, but we're back with Rebel Studio 2 in his garage/shack. And he's going to be e-begging for $1,500 to get his car out of impound. And then go on a historically inaccurate rant about everything. Enjoy.
Well, I need help from the rest of the auditors that say they're there to help people to get out of the mess they're in with the police when their vehicle's impounded and they can't get it out. I have the right to freedom of movement.
So this is how most sovereign citizens fail. Yes, you do have a freedom of movement, but from what I've seen and what I've read, at no point does this say you can jump into a car and do whatever you want willy-nilly with no license. It's not what it says. And then the freedom to travel, I've gone over that. Sinise versus Roe gives you a nice little 3-point bulletin thing of a simplification of what that means. And also, if this meant you could hop in a car with no license, why has the Supreme Court ruled time and time again that the state can require you to have a license to drive?
By any means necessary. There's nothing that says I don't have the right to freedom of movement in a motor vehicle. You know, only from freedom of travel, you know, and freedom to drive, you know, operate a motor vehicle under the UCC laws of the U.S. Constitution. Or not the U.S. Constitution, the UCC codes. They're not even in the Constitution. They were created for control. You know, all they're doing is overreaching their authority according to what the UCC codes say. Battery running down. So, gotta put it on charger. So, yeah. Yeah, they enforce codes. They don't enforce the laws. They don't enforce the U.S. Constitution of law that they swore an oath to uphold. They enforce codes, statutes, you know, there's traffic statutes. They're not laws. Look it up. They're traffic statutes. All you have to do is look that up and see for yourself. They're not laws. 4th, 6th, and 8th edition will tell you they're not laws. That they're statutes, they're codes of the Black's Laws Dictionary, maxims of law, tort law, all these other books. When you look up maxims of laws, books of maxims of laws, they will tell you the laws and the way they work. Not all of them definitions. They just, you know, books of definitions. They're books that tell you what the laws are, how we are to live in this country, which is under God. You know, in the U.S., which is the U.S. Constitution, is the laws created from the Word of God in the Bible.
All right, now I forgot which founding father said it, but it was something along the lines of we should look back on the Constitution regularly and update it when it needs updating. So this jackass sitting in his unfinished garage says that the Constitution was written from God and the Bible, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm pretty sure if you brought a Tesla from 2023 and dropped it in the founding fathers' lap, they would shit a brick. If you took it back when the Bible was written and dropped a Tesla on their lap, they would shit a brick. Yes, things in a roundabout way in the Constitution make sense for now. But, as you know, technology happens. They could not foresee cars. They could not foresee me having an iPhone in my hand that could literally tell me anything that ever happened in the world. They would have never seen that.
The first 8 were created to protect our rights from the government, and then the states. When the states were created later on, they used to be called colonies. They were never called states in the beginning.
You lose! Good day, sir!
They were called colonies. There was 13 colonies. 13 in the south, 13 in the north. And then when the North went to war with the South to take the land, the cotton, and other things, tobacco and whatever else, that's what they went to war for. They didn't go to war over slavery. What? They went to war over taxation and land grabs and grabbing people's property, their farms and stuff, and take control like they're doing now. Joe Biden's 30 by 30 bill or plan. 30 by 30 land grab. 30 by 30 land grab. That's what they're doing. They're taking the land. They're taking everything. You will own nothing.
All right, so because he brought it up, we had to Google it. Feel free to fact check me on your little Google box you have on your hand. This is Joe Biden's 30 by 30 plan. Apparently, he signed it in 2021. So it's just broken down into conserving 30% of America's lands and 30% of our water by 2030. Seems pretty simple. You can look at the bottom. 12% of the lands are permanently protected. Roughly 23% of America's ocean is currently strongly protected. It seems like they're just trying to get everything to 30% to keep lands and water usable. It is what it is. I don't see where it says in here that they're yanking farmland from people and houses and all this nonsense. I think it's just another sovereign citizen conspiracy theory. You do with it what you will.
You trolls and you haters, you will own nothing. You won't get to own your vehicle. You won't get to own the unit you're living in. You won't get to own anything. You may not even get to own bicycles. They're going to take away all of our freedom of movement by God and put it under evil, which is of the devil.
Because drugs are bad, okay?
They're taking away all of our God-given rights because of trolls and haters like you all that want to worship government and their street soldiers. Look up what the Nazi street soldiers did to the Jews and their own people. They did it to their own people too. Look it up. Look up the wars in Germany on the Jews, how they treated them. There's videos of it where they're shooting them in the back of the head, shooting them left and right, just willy-nilly.
All right, guys, so that is what you consider a victim complex. He's comparing sovereign citizens, the domestic terrorists that they are, to Jews in Germany during World War II. Does that just not make sense to anybody else?
Out of control. They're all psychopaths. That's who wants in control and to control other people. Those are psychopaths. They love control.
So that's the video, guys. If ever you think, damn, I am not the most intelligent person on the planet, you can look to this guy. You can look to other sovereign citizens and make yourself feel better. Hopefully you have a good rest of your day. Peace.